This was such a serene piece. It was so relaxing and peaceful to watch. I felt like I was just immersed in nature the whole time, which I really enjoyed. And I never thought I would see a dance piece without any instrumental music. So that's a very creative concept. And I just loved it. It was a nice way to highlight the chirping of the birds and the environment. And I thought the choreography was so fitting for the title and the theme of the piece. This was performed so well too. The dancer was just very agile and graceful. She moved so beautifully and I really enjoyed watching
I
her.
thought this was really graceful. I would almost expect there to be music to it, but I loved how it just kind of let the movement stand on its own, and just really was very calming to watch, and really, really well done. Definitely worth
Song
checking
was
out.
really
Birds.
beautiful. The effect of having the slow dancing without any music, just a bird song out in nature, it for me evoked that sense of being out on a early spring or summer morning when it's only the birds that are awake and singing, and you spot like a swan stretching on the lake or a graceful bird just, shaking its feathers for joy. And I think that was really beautifully captured and filmed, and the choreography and costumes all just went really well together to create that effect.
A woman who goes out into this lovely, beautiful forest and dances to Birdsong, exactly as it's set up to be. So it's a little dance in a beautiful forest. It was okay. I mean, she was a good dancer. The cinema, the backdrop kind of was beautiful on its own. And it's just like a little
Beautiful,
postcard.
just beautiful work. I love this piece. First of all, I love the title for a dance film to be called Birdsong. There's something really to that. It's really neat that she's in the forest. These are some of my favorite kinds of dance films are the ones where the dancers are out in nature with their bare feet on the soil, because we're the audience, we're used to seeing dancers on a stage and everything, there's perfect lighting set up and everything, this just seems like we're in the wild and something crazy is happening, and it's beautiful. So I really like that. The performer was wonderful. She just was, she did a gorgeous job. I absolutely love her dancing. We did a great job. I love the choreography. It felt like she was going from place to place in the forest, hearing different bird song and kind of, reflecting that in her movement. And in that way, kind of just having a time with nature, which is really, really nice, So it was quite beautiful. And it was well directed, well choreographed, well edited, like I said, well performed. Everything about this worked really nicely, and no score, wow. The thing was that the bird song was the score, that's clever and wonderful. So great job with this, guys. I hope this does well.
That's really interesting. I think it shows not only the creative level of the team who put this together, but also the dancer to rely solely on, those bird noises. It takes a lot of skill to not only perform without music, but to do an improv to a sound as random or unplanned as a bird song. But overall, it was really, really beautiful. I think it was an incredible choice to make, and I enjoyed it a lot.
It was a really very exceptional challenge that the dancer took on. It didn't take me long to realize what was going on or what the whole concept of this was, but once I did, it just further enhanced my appreciation of the whole thing. It's very rare that, if you think about it, it's very rare that we'll see a film that only contains diegetic sound. Not only does this short have that, it has an over-reliance on natural sound. And the dancer tries her best to move in tune with the birds, but, it's so hard to predict what noise they'll make and that I can change at a moment's notice. She even tried to mimic the typical bird movements with the way that she was moving her head and flapping her arms. So that was very entertaining to see too. Watching her pull this off was extremely impressive. And I think it's something that any dancer, quite frankly, should attempt to do.
Felt that this was genuinely an individual communing with nature, and her movement while being choreographed to me came across as feeling very emotionally motivated and genuine. And it had an ebb and flow to it. She would dance and then slow and walk for a bit. And each moment felt inspired to me by what she was feeling in this setting. I think that the movement did a great job of mimicking bird-like actions, and the overhead shot showing her wingspan in particular to me was really beautiful, and also a great use of a film technique to also convey the characteristics of a bird, because we got to see it from the eye line that a bird might have.
I love how you started this with an overhead shot of this beautiful location and ended the whole thing with the beautiful overhead shot. I thought the dancer was absolutely gorgeous. I loved her costume. I loved her choreography. It was so bird-like, which was great because the Foley of the birds chirping was just really in alignment with the choreography and with the feeling of the piece. I loved the underscored light music in the background. I found it to be really compelling. I was always curious as to what she was going to do next. The storytelling was very clear to me. It was a celebration of nature. She's in this beautiful location. It was really clear. It was clear in the choreography, in the music, in the Foley, in everything that had to do with it. The lighting also was beautiful, very naturalistic and gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful job. Congratulations.